What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Jug, aka Juggernaut of Platinum Production Team Arkatech Beatz. Shout out to my partner, Mike D, on a Throwback Thursday. I wanted to do something a little different. I've never really did any real live streams or anything like that, but I wanted to do something for the people that are quarantined right now. People are always talking about stuff, quarantine, a lot of live stuff going on. I wanted to do a Throwback Beat Thursday. As you know, we've been in the business for a long time and work with a lot of legendary artists. So a lot of people always ask us about, I know you got a lot of beats in the stash and y'all guys got a lot of this, that, and the third. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to just kind of go through the archive, play some joints, just arbitrarily, nothing really behind it, and you guys can tell me what you like, what you don't like, who you think you should hear on it, etc. And just leave that in the comments. Let me know who you think, should be rocking on it now, and see if some of these beats have standed the test of time. A lot of the stuff that you're about to hear, we did it during that, I'm going to say somewhere around that Loud Records era. You got the Big Puns, the Mobb Deep, rest in peace to Big Pun, Prodigy of Mobb Deep, around that Wu-Tang era, and then a lot of that stuff we started to do with Nas and some of those other folks. So we really have a long history, and we transitioned from the New York sound to now more trap sound. If you want that trap sound, of course, you can always check the website and you can always check the latest stuff. But I'm about to get into it, play a few joints, tell me what y'all think.
Arkatech Beatz. Arkatech Beatz.
Joints like that are like real sample heavy. We just real sample heavy, kind of fast. It requires a lot of lyrical dexterity. Not a lot of people have that right now. So, we're gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna just play some more joints.
Am I wrong to give my love? No, baby. No, baby.
Arkatech Beatz.
No, baby. No, baby.
You see, a lot of these joints are real soul heavy. We did a little bit of everything, vocal samples. You name it, we were sampling it. So we just kept it moving and grooving. But the thing about samples back then, it was just so much harder to clear, and you can do these records for folks, and it never come out. Either the sample clearances would be just through the roof, or folks just didn't want to break bread that way once they start to find out what the splits were. So a lot of the music that really should have came out for us, sometimes it just didn't, and it was just the nature of the business and what the business is. Had we had things like we have now, like Splice, we could have avoided a lot of that. But those things weren't invented, so until now, so that you could use royalty free. There was no such thing as royalty free samples back then. But I'm gonna keep it moving. Take a listen to the next one.
Arkatech Beatz. We loved them sample joints. Those joints make us always looking for a soul beat with a good sample with a good piano in it. Sometimes have the bass line in it. Sometimes it's just there for you just to rock it out. This next joint is a little bit faster. We call it a shake and bake. Check it out. Arkatech Beatz. Now you know why we call that joint the shake and bake. More of a up-tempo kind of joint. New York sounds back at those times, it varied. And if you were trying to kind of get a little bit of more of a club feel, it would have to have a certain tempo to it. Not really like how things are today where, tempos vary. But here goes another piano joint. We call it the Il Piano. Shout out Mike D. Let's make this go. Arkatech Beatz. And a lot of these beats we just did 1 minute snippets. It wasn't even like we were doing long snippets. Remember back then when you had to bounce the beats in Pro Tools, it had to take the full length of the song to bounce the track. So it was supposed to save us time, and then also was supposed to put you in a situation where if you wanted the track, then you had to make sure that you called us, and we had to bring all the samplers in, and we had to lay the track down for you, and then get the first half of the production fee. I mean, it still happens, but not as often as you would like it. Most times, folks are just taking joints right out your email and doing what they got to do with it. Another vocal sample joint, I call it "Let's Not Lose It." Tell me what y'all think. Tell me who you hear on this.
What we have, let's not lose it. Think what we have, you know we can.
Arkatech Beatz.
What we have, let's not lose it. Think what we have, you know we can. What we have, let's not lose it. Think what we have, you know we can. What we have, let's not lose it. Think what we have, you know we can.
A lot of those beats, low pass filters in the MPC, at the time we had a combination of MPCs, MPC 2000s, MPC 2000 XLs. I had an ASR 88. It was like a 150-pound keyboard, weighted keys, the whole thing. Really love the sound of that thing, man. It had some of the best filters on it. Check out this next joint.
Arkatech Beatz.
This next joint, I call it the anthem. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what you hear on it. With the previous joint, we call that one the hustle. Kind of like big horns, big sound. That's that New York sound. Like we coming. But check this one out. Tell me what you think about this one.
Arkatech Beatz.
We did this joint around the time we did around the time we did the Max B. While you do that, so you can kind of hear the similarities as far as the drums, with the horns, etc. But, like I said, we just was, in a sample heavy groove and trying to find the samples that we thought really worked. Check out this next joint.
Arkatech Beatz.
See, some of these joints it's going to take somebody to really be able to rap on some of these, so you can just imagine, moving it around at the time, so a lot of the beats, what we were always told is that some of our beats were intimidating. So a lot of folks, sometimes shied away from them unless you was really like a real spitter, so that's the reason why you figured, a lot of our older, heavier catalog went to really big lyricists: Raekwon, Prodigy, Big Pun, Nas. So our sound was for lyricists. So it at the time, we were trying to really deliver some of the hardest joints that we could find. Check this next joint out.
Arkatech Beatz.
You see what we was on. We wound up giving that to one of our groups internally, but in retrospect, it should have went to Nas. No disrespect, but it would have been a better play. Check this next one out.
Arkatech Beatz.
See how that went, right? We were sampling opera, classical, like you name it, we were sampling it. Check this next one out. This one is a little different.
Arkatech Beatz.
That was a joint that probably should have went to DMX. He was just so hot at the time, like it was just like almost impossible to get to him at that point. And you know, those guys were so internal. We were spending a lot of time with Wu-Tang at the time. Raekwon during that shooting of the movie Black and White, and we were traveling across the country with him. So we just, you know, didn't have, I guess, the time or, you know, the real access. Well, we had the access per se, but we just didn't have the time, you know, because the albums were being put out so fast, and, you know, we were all over the country with these guys, you know, doing the Immobilarity album. But this is another joint.
Arkatech Beatz.
So as you can see with that joint, real sample heavy, you know, we was just trying to go at it as heavy as possible.
Arkatech Beatz.
A lot of different sounds in that one, you know. I got another joint. This joint is more of a, what's the best way for me to put it? At the time, I think Kanye just came on the scene and he was like hot as fish. You see how that joint moving? You know, vocal sample in it. You know, got the switch up going.
Arkatech Beatz. We love them vocal samples. And we love them, love to kind of speed it up, see what it do. You know, just trying to change different things, make it sound different, you know. Just got a few more left, you know, maybe like four more tracks. Tell me what y'all think about these. Again, just leave it in the comments. You know, like I said, I'm new to this whole live thing on anything. We really don't do this often at all. But we're going to do a little bit better with it. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of questions, that really want a lot of information, a lot of insight, a lot of things about the business and stuff like that. Remember, we've been in it for 20 years plus, and, you know, we work with everybody from the Nas's to the little kids, right? So we have a long list of a resume, you know, with a lot of people in between the Freddie Gibbs, the Saha the Princes, Killer Mike, Waka Flocka, you name it. We've kind of done it all. So it's just a matter of, you know, like I said, it's a Throwback Beat Thursday. Just playing some of the older joints, joints that people never really heard before. You know, just kind of sit try. If you're old enough, you're like
you know what it is. You know what I mean? We're just trying to, like I said, different joints, different vocal samples.
Arkatech Beatz.
See how it's going down. This next joint is kind of funny. The story behind this is that we was in let that plane go by. We was in the funny story. We was in the Macy's before I moved out to Atlanta. I used to live in Yonkers. I used to have my studio on the other side in the house, by Bronx River Road, and I used to always go to the Cross County Mall, and just to go shopping over there. And one time we ran into Jadakiss, so we exchanged a number with Jadakiss, got his manager number at the time, rest in peace, Ice Pig, and they had asked us to make some tracks out of this Marry My Life flip, and we had did a few of them, and we sent it to them. Of course, it didn't really go nowhere. At the time, we wound up working with Jadakiss way later, on the Top 5 Dead or Alive album. We had the single, Listen to Game. But check this joint out, tell me, what y'all think about it. That's just a little story behind this beat.
Arkatech Beatz.
Can't nobody tell me that My Life album ain't like the best R&B album of all time. And if you haven't listened to it, Mary J. Blige, My Life, man, go back and listen to that and just tell me what y'all think about that. This is last joint. I'm gonna try to end it on a bang. I call this beat, or Street Trouble. It was good, just playing some joints for y'all. Hopefully I'll do it again sometime soon. Hit me in the comments. Tell me what y'all want to hear. Tell me what you want to know about. If you got questions about the music industry or the music business, Tell me what you want us to talk about. You know, we want to try to make a thing of this. If you go on our website, arkatechbeatz.com, you know, we put a lot of articles, etc., about the music business, copyright, song splits, you name it. You know, there's a lot of people online that's, you know, self-proclaimed gurus, but never really have the true experience in the business to really tell you, you know, what's what. You know, you got a lot of guys that got some, you know, internet success per se, but not really hardcore music industry in the industry, you know, having worked with top tier artists. But I'm gonna play this last joint. Tell me what y'all think. Hit us up. Thanks for listening.
Arkatech Beatz.
Thanks for listening, y'all. Peace out.